Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing today? I hope everybody's awesome. Thank you for coming out to the live stream. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Perfect. Perfect. Is the stream cutting in and out for you guys? I don't know if we're having weird internet issues or if it's YouTube, but it almost has to be YouTube because according to my streaming software, there's no issues according to any of that. Makes me think it might actually be a problem with YouTube itself because YouTube says I have an excellent connection. My streaming software says there's no dropped frames or anything like that, so it's almost got to be YouTube. I don't know. It's very weird. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but it's all kinds of crazy. If you ask me. I could be wrong, but I bet it's YouTube. All right. We got Millie, we got Ryan. What's up, buddy? We got William D in the house. We got Stacks. What's up, Stacks? We got Black Phantom in the house. How are you guys doing today? Thank you for coming out. I definitely appreciate it. We're just about to get this thing ready to rock and roll, so hold on a second because we are very close to getting this thing going. But yeah, we're going to be live racing the Ford Escort Kazi today. Let's see what lobby we're going to be in. All right, so we should be in the 11.2 lobby today, everybody. 11.2. That's right about where we should be at. Awesome. These headphone wires are driving me nuts today. All right, so let's go do it. Let's go do it to it. All right, Black Phantom says, can't hear you. Black Phantom can't hear me. Is anybody else having problems? Maybe he doesn't have the volume turned up because it seems to be working. That's interesting. Ryan, you had a tornado. Everything okay? Yeah, we had some storms. We got a bunch of broken trees and crazy stuff. Now, probably like 3 or 4 years ago, we had a tornado. That was quite scary. But yeah, man, I hope none of your stuff got damaged or anything, because that's not a lot of fun. Should you take the Mustang GT from Elite Tuners for Tempest? I mean, if you got enough parts on that car, it will beat the bosses. Personally, I don't like the Elite Tuners Mustang, but I mean, it's fast. It's decently fast, but it's not the best car in the world. Just about any tier 5 car in the game will beat Tempest. That's just something you want to think about. I wouldn't go out of my way to put a bunch of parts on that car, is what I'm saying. Maybe he just needs to turn the volume up on his phone or something. I don't know. Did I start the wild card? Yeah. I got it started. Melon says the Helena Hitmen have 1 spot open. Alright, so Bacteria says the Toyota GR Supra is most recommended. Personally, that's one of those cars I would like to make elite. I like that car a lot. It's a really nice car. But I would love to make that car elite. But if you guys saw the video I made today, it looks like the new Legends Mustang, when you guys get that, that's looking like it's going to be pretty amazing. So, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to that coming out, to tell you the truth. That thing's going to be amazing, guys. I mean, I can't test those cars in live racing on that account, but going by the numbers and what I'm seeing, it should be really good. William D is outside with some puppies. The puppy dogs. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know what happened to Melon. We seem to have disconnected there. I'll tell you what, this game has a lot of connection issues, that is for sure. Like a lot. There's always some kind of issues going on here. Like constantly. Huge connection problems. Darn you, Donna. I know it's Donna's fault. My guess is she's the one causing all these issues. Lorna, how you doing today? Good to see ya. Yeah, I started putting all my, there's probably still a few more I need to move, but I put all the Kim Block cars or the Hoonigan cars. Most of them in one garage. But all my, mainly I put all my favorite live racers in the first several garages. That way I can get to those easily. Most of those Kim Block cars are pretty good at live racing. Not all of them. I mean, there's a couple of them that weren't great, but there's quite a few of them that were. But I'll tell you what, I absolutely love the GR Supra in this game. Pretty much all of the GR Supras in this game are nice cars. And the Mark IV is also pretty cool. But yeah, I think, you know, I think the new Legends car will be the absolute best car to elite, though. It's one of the fastest cars in the game. It's going to get bigger respect point bonuses than the current car. So that's the one you really want to elite. Oh no! My game crashed. Man, that's a crap sandwich right there, right there. I don't like it. So Tempest is going to have to wait even more. I mean, you don't necessarily have to elite the new car, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, even without the elite bonus, you know, it's going to be a monster when it comes out. Thing is, a lot of people have it, a lot of people don't. Now, Tempest is one of those things that there is really no reason to hurry to get through it, if you ask me. All right, Black Phantom, you got it working now? Awesome. So is there anybody out there who can make 700,000 or more respect points every season that would like to join my team? Personally, I really like to see people breaking 1 million, but our minimum is 700,000. So as far as the new Legends cars, not everybody has the new event yet. So those cars probably won't show up until you get the new Legends event. That's my guess. I'm not really sure, but some people have it, some people don't. Not really sure why. Lucid, how's it going? 750 silver keys will guarantee that you're able to get the, the car out of the crates. Sometimes it comes out on the first pull, sometimes it comes out on number 15. So unfortunately, it can take a lot of keys some seasons. The good news is most of the time it doesn't take all 15 tries, but I think I've had about 2 or 3 seasons in a row where it did. That's only happened to me once or twice in the 8 years I've been playing. But unfortunately, sometimes, and I mean sometimes, it can eat up a lot of keys. Which is always a bummer, but it happens. Oh no, I slowed down too much. Lucid, you were flabbergasted. When I was a little kid, I thought I made up my own word. I mean, I kind of did. I made up the word flabbergaster. Just out of nowhere. Never heard of the word flabbergasted. And I thought I made a brand new word, and then I think my grandma said, "Oh yeah, flabbergasted's actually a real word." And I'm like, "What?" I was so upset. Because I'm telling you what, man, I thought I came up with a brand new word. Mine was a little different, but it's kind of weird that I came up with a word like that as a little kid. I mean, I've never heard it before, so. The flabbergaster. I don't know, we had some sort of toy we built or something. I named it the flabbergaster. Weird story, right? What's up, Joanne? How you doing today? Awesome to see ya. Ryan says, I make roughly 2 million per season. That's pretty good. In a minute here, I'll post a link to our... I'll post a link in the YouTube chat here in a minute to our chat room on the Line app where you can talk to our recruitment guy about joining if anybody is interested. Like, basically, you have to get the Line app by Line Corporation. We got a little chat room on there. So if you join that and you're interested, our recruitment guy... Oh, no! Melon disconnected. Our recruitment guy will come in there and, talk to people. William D. is our recruitment guy. I'm trying to find the link... Where's the link? There we go. Oh, man. William D. He beat me to it. Sir. Sir, I was supposed to get it first. All right, let's race the MC20. I guess this car might have a down tune, so this car might destroy me if he's got it down tuned. But, you can click my link or William's link. It doesn't matter. Mine's better, though. I might, yeah, I think he's got the down. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, I got him. I got him. Crazy Ames, hello, hello. Good to see ya. Blackin, what's up, buddy? Trying to get more fusion parts for your super snack? What's the super snake? Gotcha. Super snakes aren't the world's greatest cars, but I will say this. There are quite a few times where having that super snake does come in very handy. Now, I don't know about the new super snake. We got a new one and an old one. The old one's used for a lot of stuff. I don't know if the new one's going to be used for a lot of stuff or not, but I haven't really seen the new one used for anything yet, but it very well could be at some point. What's up, Who Clips? Good to see ya. What's the best tier 5 car you can buy? All right, so if you go into buy cars, there's not a lot of very good tier 5 cars in there. There's a bunch of basic starter cars you can buy there. So really, there's not much. There's not much at all. Now, when you get to the Elite Tuners events, once you hit rank 30, I think you unlock something. You'll see a little thing on the map that says Toshimi X. Go run that a few times, and after a couple of races, they will give you a free Toyota Supra GR. That car is excellent. It's not one of the best cars in the game, but it is one of the better cars in the game. It's just all around very good. Now, unfortunately, you do got to put some elite tokens into it and stuff like that to get it to perform at its best, but that is just such a nice car. Now, if you have collections tokens, right? If you got collections tokens, you can get the Gamera and you can get the CC850 out of collections. Those are both super awesome. I almost think that is the Venom F5 Roadster in collections. I think it is for some reason. I might be wrong, but for some reason, oh, that's a cool looking. That's a really cool looking mono. For some reason, I feel like it's in there, but it's probably not. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know. I like those yellow rims on that thing. That looks nice. JP, yeah, man. I don't know what happened, but the game is disconnecting like crazy today. All right, no F5. Okay. Now, there's a couple of really nice cars in the race pass. If you're able to make it to the car part, there's some good stuff in there. Oh, we got, what's that? A scat pack. I still wonder what scat pack means, because what is a scat? That's what I want to know. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm still trying to figure it out. What is a scat pack? That actually seems like a pretty nice little car. Oh, it got me. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like I can rematch him. Yeah. I'm going to tell you what, man. This game is so terrible at disconnections. William D says, scat isn't a nice thing. I think it's poop. Pretty sure. I used to watch a show where a guy would run around and pick up animal scat and have it analyzed in a lab. 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, I don't really know why they named their car the Scat Pack. There must be another meaning for that, but it's actually a cool car if you could get over the weird name. DVS. Alright, so you really never know what's going to be in the silver or golden keys, right? Bottom line is, I mean, if you're not opening the crates all the time, you want to save them until there's a really nice car in there. That's the thing. I mean, there's 1,500 cars in the game. Every season there's a featured car in there. I mean, you might be saving your keys for months and months and months and months before a really good car finally comes into those crates. So there's no way to really tell you which ones to save your keys for. You just want to wait till there's a good car in there. You got to be a little bit patient, right? I mean, my gold keys, I very rarely get any cars with gold keys because a lot of the times there's nothing good in there. Silver crates, I mean, it's very hit and miss on silver crates. I mean, I usually get the car every season out of the silver crates, but you know, I normally need it for doing the prestige cups. It's also rare that that's a good car. Joanne says bronze crates 1 through 3 stars should be in there. Yeah, that would be nice, actually. But yeah, the cars from collections tokens, there's some really good ones in there, and a lot of the elite tuners are really good. So that's the thing. Elite tuners cars and in some of the collections cars, that's where it's at. But the crate cars are often junk. Every once in a while, there's a really nice one in there. But I think maybe twice this year, I tried to get a car out of the gold crates 2 to 3 times. That was it. So out of the entire year, in my opinion, there was only a couple of good cars in the gold crates. DVS, glad you liked the videos, buddy. But yeah, I do wish they would change the crates around as well. I think the gold crate should be 5-star only. Silver crate should be 4 or 5 stars, I guess. Yeah, gold crate should be awesome cars. Like, there shouldn't be crappy cars in the gold crates. You shouldn't get a 3-star turd taco out of the golden crates. Who I've been playing this game for around 8 years now. Terry wants to know my setup on the Ford RS. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have that good of a memory. And if I leave the lobby, crap, we got the Wi-Fi symbol. If I leave the lobby, anybody in here waiting to race me, that's gonna, oh no, that's gonna mess them up. So I don't really want to leave the current lobby that I'm in. Black Phantom, good swaps, buddy. 3, 2, 1, go. I tried to get you there and then you disappeared and it clicked on somebody else. And that person either disconnected or they're doing the thingy. Yep, they disconnected. Oh yeah, 3-star cars coming out of the gold crate is terrible. All right, red Wi-Fi is never a good sign. That often means I'm probably not earning RP. Which is not good. All right, it's gone now. I just don't want my RP to be robbed by the red Wi-Fi sign. I don't know. I don't think anybody's really in here waiting for me, so maybe I will leave this lobby. This lobby's full of disconnections anyway. Here, I'll show you really quick what my car is set up like. All right, DVS, I went over all the cars on the race pass on a video to help you decide. There's actually a couple of good ones in there. But that one car, that Aston Martin, is a really good, really fast Tier 5 car. Like, I usually don't make it all the way to the car. I do need to collect these pretty soon, but the Velar is really nice. I mean, that's probably the one I would pick out of there. I like the Velar a lot. And I would go with the, I don't know, all three of these are awesome cars here. I would probably get the McLaren on the paid one, though, personally. All right, so here's what I got. All right, so I got transmission on 4, tires 3, body 3, nitrous 2. Or I should say nitrous 2, body 3, tires 3, transmission 4. So that's a pretty easy setup there. Sup, Grun? The Venom GT Roadster. Unfortunately, that one's not as good as the Venom F5 Roadster. The F5 is a beast. That thing is a beast. As far as tune. Oh yeah, Boca, what's up, buddy? The Camaro is a terrible car. So that's pretty much how my car is set up right there. Let's get back to the live racing track. What's up, KB? What's up, Neven? Neven, I think the Acura has a down tune. I don't think it has a low performance point high Evo. I think it has a down tune. Which, in my opinion, those are very unfair and people shouldn't use them for live racing. I never got into the art of down tuning cars because I don't think it's the right thing to do, so I don't down tune cars. I mean, down tune's basically where you make your car beat the dyno by like, I don't know, 3 seconds or 6 seconds, and then nobody stands a chance. All right, let's see who wants to race me. CDPXL, let's go do it to it, sir. Let's go do it to it. What's up, Paul G? How you doing today? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, can I beat this guy? I definitely hope so. Come on, little car. Oh, it's gonna... No, he got me. He got me. Can we check your Camaro setup? If you're talking about the ACS Camaro, I mean, it's just a... It's a terrible car. I'm not sure what you can't get the hang of, but it's a terrible car. But on that car, your parts, that car is going to be, your tune and shift pattern are definitely going to be dependent on the parts that you have installed. So whatever I have on that car probably won't work for your car if the parts don't match. A lot of the newer cars, you don't really have to change the tune around too much, but a lot of the older ones, just changing a couple of fusion parts can drastically change the way your car is being tuned. So my setup on that car probably isn't going to work well for you. But I do got some videos on my tuning playlist that will show you how to tune cars according to what parts you have installed. It's kind of like a whole process to tuning a car like that. But first, you got to tune each part, figure out which one has the highest Evo. And then you tune the one with the highest Evo first, the one with the second highest Evo second, and then third, you do the one with the least Evo. It would take a while to completely explain it, so you might want to go look up the video on that for tuning. Now, shift patterns, though, that's just kind of something you got to play around with once you get your tune. But yeah, that ACS Camaro, it's not fun. But yeah, I mean, I think you just launch second, third, fourth nitrous. But that may even change a little bit depending on how many parts you have installed on it. What's up, Goku? What are perks for in a crew lobby? Alright, so if your crew unlocks perks, I mean, you can just earn some bonus stuff. Like, you might get a little extra respect points from a race. There's just a few little things. So as your crew levels up, you'll get bonus perks for being in that crew. I can't remember what they all are offhand, but I mean, if you look at it, it should tell you exactly what you're going to get. I think it does. I don't know if it tells you before you unlock those perks or not what you're going to get, but there's one that does allow you to earn more respect points when you win a race. I can't remember what they all are, but just little nice bonuses you get for being in a crew that's unlocked the perks. None of them are anything huge, but they're definitely nice. Paul G's having a cup of tea. That rhymes. Watching from Thailand. Cool, cool. What's up, Rampage? How are you today? Bogo, you're welcome, buddy. But yeah, the Camaro is not a good car. Not a good car at all. I wasn't really paying attention here. You know what? That truck looks amazing. That truck looks really amazing. Goku says Nissan GT Nismo GT3. You know what? I would love to have a Nissan Nismo in real life. That would be cool. That would be super cool. Hey, I see stacks in there. We got Cosmic Jock. 1394. All right. Lucid. Oh, that was you, buddy? I don't know if unfortunately, I was probably not paying attention to whose turn it was to win or lose, so. Sometimes I'm good at that, sometimes I'm bad at that. Lots of multitasking on these live streams. Ooh, we got him. What's up, Dead Gaming? Give you tips. What are you trying to accomplish currently? I mean, I got about 1 million videos that cover just about everything in the game. You could write an entire book on this game. There's so much to it. Like this game's got a lot to it. You would think a drag racing game like this would be really simple, but it's not exactly an easy, simple game. But one thing as a new player, don't upgrade cars that are not worth it. If you don't actually need a car for something, don't upgrade it. Saving your resources, saving your keys, all that stuff is really important here. But generally, you know, one of the best things I ever did as a newer player is I stopped spending my silver keys for a few months and I saved up a whole bunch of them. That way, every season when they have the featured car in there to do the Prestige Cup with, I was able to get that no problem. Now, before I saved my keys, I was always struggling to get those cars. So, bottom line is saving up your gold keys is important because you only get like 10 gold keys a month if you're free to play. I wouldn't open any gold crates unless there's a really amazing car in there and you have enough to hit the loyalty reward. So I think it takes about 70 gold keys on average to hit loyalty on most of the crates. It takes 750 silver keys to get the loyalty on the silver crates. In the bronze keys, I just save up a whole bunch of those until I have a car that I want to max out, and then I just open crates for that car and get the parts out of it. Abba says, how do you get update 5.7? Alright, so bottom line is, the way updates work is eventually it'll be available for you. You just have to wait till it's available. Like, there's no way to get updates early or force updates. I mean, you can go every day and check the... you can go every day to Google Play or the App Store or whatever and check to see if there's an update available, but unfortunately, the game kind of gives you the updates when you get it. So this game does something called staggered updates because they don't want their servers crashing. So what they do is they have Google or, iOS roll out the updates to different people on different days. So sometimes it's like over a week or two span when people start getting the updates. So you might get the update on day 1, somebody else gets it on day 2, somebody else gets it on day 3, someone else gets it on day 8, that type of deal. So bottom line is you usually just have to wait till that update is available for you, which kind of sucks. But that's how they got it set up. What is that car? Odom, what is that thing? I don't think I've ever seen that paint job on that car. That's pretty interesting looking. Look at that thing. Wow. That's a cool spec. Maybe that's the only spec, I don't know, but I don't remember it looking like that. I like it. That is super cool. Man. When's the update? Pretty much whenever you get it, basically. Like I was just saying, there's no way to know when you're going to get the update after it starts rolling out. I mean, I got an update a couple of, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, so. But it still didn't give me the new events. So I don't know if I need yet another update. I really don't know. The game's wacky on updates. The game's really wacky on updates. I don't know why they do it the way they do it, but it kind of sucks. Give some best car names. So you want to know what the best cars in the game are? Well, we got about 1,500 cars in the game, and there's a lot of good to nice cars, but once you get to the Elite Tuners events, a lot of the Elite Tuners cars are really nice. Like, once you get the GR Supra, That is a super awesome car. You will get that for free. When you get that car, I highly suggest focusing on upgrading that car and maxing it out because that car is awesome. It's not one of the best cars in the game, but it's definitely one of the better cars in the game. Alright, JP has 5.7 and no Legends Revival yet. So I'm still trying to figure out why some people have it and some people don't. My guess is they gave it to some people a little early for beta testing. And then they'll probably roll out the event to the rest of us later. Stacks, thank you, buddy. But that's definitely one of the main cars you want to focus on. But I mean, for tier 1, you want to buy the Volkswagen Golf GTI. That should really be your first car, in my opinion. Your second tier 1 car should probably be the Boss 302 Mustang, which is a little bit better, but a lot harder to get all the parts for and max out. On tier 2, I would just buy the Volkswagen 235i from the dealership. That car will do it to it. That'll do everything you need for tier 2 when it comes to like getting through all the boss races and stuff like that. Tier 3, buy the Mustang out of the dealership. That'll do everything you need to do as a starter car. Tier 4, that's where things get kind of complicated. In tier 5, you want to get that Toyota GR Supra from Elite Tuners as soon as you can. I think once you hit around rank 30, you probably start the Elite Tuner stuff. But, I mean, there's so many good cars, it's crazy, but it's very hard to get most of the cars in this game. A lot of the cars are only available at certain times. Now, if you buy the race pass, I mean, you can get a couple of really awesome cars in that race pass right now. The Aston Martin is really good for the free tier. And then all three of the cars in the paid tier are also awesome. But I would probably go with the McLaren. That thing is killer. But, you know, I got tuning playlists. I got playlists on how to drive different cars. I got playlists that go over, you know, all the basics. Like, I got so many videos, but you can find almost everything you need if you go to my channel and scroll down and look through the playlist. We cover just about everything on there. There's a lot of stuff to cover, though. Like, a lot. It's crazy how much stuff there is. But, you know, like, even on the how to drive videos, it'll show you how to set certain cars up for live racing, if it had a good live racing setup. A lot of cars don't. Alright. Ava says the event time is still 100 days, right? If we just update it. Alright, so when the Legends event starts, I'm not sure exactly how many days we're going to get. I don't actually have it yet, so I don't know. Somebody told me, but I've forgotten. Goku's getting a lot of purple star cars. Awesome. I feel like my first year of playing, I barely had any purple star cars. Eventually, I started getting more and more and more and more, which was good. Stacks, what happened, man? We disconnected. Disconnected. Oh no. But yeah, the second I come out to the lobby, somebody always grabs me quick. Alright, that guy disconnected. Someone else got me. Oh my goodness. 200k or no invite? What's that even? What's happening here? Oh my god. Dear game, please stop whatever you're doing right now. Stop it. Okay, there we go. Stacks is busy. Wait, there he is. Let's get Stacks again. JP, I agree. It sucks that they're putting timers on these things. What the heck? Let me try again. The Hoonigan Chevrolet. There we go. I'm pretty sure I got that car, but I don't think I ever upgraded it. Paul G's got 47 days left on Legends Revival. How many days did you have when it started? Do you remember? What's up, Peens? How you doing today? Oh my goodness. We got Peens Wienerson. What a name. Oh my god. Peens Wienerson is in the chat, everybody. Oh man. All right. Okay. I don't know why, but that is funny. All right, yeah, they definitely want you to buy elite tokens. I mean, this game is a business, so their whole goal is to make as much money as possible. They want your money. So if they put a timer on stuff and you really want to finish that event, there's a pretty good chance you're going to go ahead and just buy some of those tokens. So yeah. I mean, I do think that's the whole purpose of the timer, is in hopes that you'll panic and say, hey, I need to buy these tokens now. So yes, it's definitely a money getting strategy. But the rough thing is you're going to have to do a new Legends event, right? And you're also going to have a new Elite Tuners event coming up pretty soon. And there's no way we're all going to be able to do all the Legends events plus the Elite Tuners events at the same time without spending a huge amount of money on those tokens. William D, I don't even want to know. Oh, man. All right. Melon says, Helena Hitman do have a spot open. He says, hit up Max if you're interested. Paul G says, I'm up to race 46 now and stuck. Why are you stuck? You don't have enough parts? That's my guess, is you're probably missing parts at this point. But you got to do a lot of, if you want tokens, you got to do a lot of showdown races and or spend a lot of money. Terry says, lower the prices, may get people to buy more. Well, you know, that's what I would think, but I think there's a lot of wealthy people out there that are really addicted to the game to the point where they just don't care, so they're spending as much money as possible. My understanding is these mobile games make more money off of the small handful of really big spenders than they do off of everybody else put together, which is why the prices are so high on these games. So the couple of people who are out there dropping, you know, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a year just on these mobile games, I'm not kidding. For example, when I used to play Lords Mobile, there were equipment sets that would cost you $250,000. There were heroes that would cost you $11,000, and some people had several of each. Over there on War Robots, I know guys who have spent 30 grand in a couple of months to build a a high-end hanger on War Robots. So I would assume people are doing the same thing on this game, and those big, huge spenders are, giving them so much money that the little bit of money the rest of us spend is like chump change. So if those bazillionaires are dropping, hundreds of thousands of dollars on the game every year, what are we going to drop? A few $100? You know what I mean? The rest of us? So they're not going to lower the prices as long as those big spenders keep spending the big money. It's kind of sad, but at the same time, they keep the game around so we can play it. But I mean, I know some people that spend $1,000 a month, some people that spend $500 a month, some people spend a couple thousand a month on these games. Me, I mean, I average maybe $100 a year on this game. Maybe less. What's up, Mike M? You're looking for the new Legends? Yeah, that will be pretty cool when it comes out. Zachary says, yo, let me win. Zachary, am I... Wait. Zachary, what are you trying to win, buddy? Alright, whose turn is it to win here? But as somebody who's a free-to-play or cheap-to-play player, I mean, you got to remember these games are a business, so they're really not going to cater to free-to-play. I mean, a business, you can't go down to the grocery store and fill up your grocery cart and just walk out of the store without getting arrested. So these games are a company, they're a business. It's kind of the same thing, right? But the good news is a lot of these games do have stuff for free-to-play players, so you just gotta take it for what it is, do the stuff you can do, and don't worry about the stuff you can't do. You just gotta do the best you can if you're not spending money. I mean, the amount of events I skip are crazy. Like, a lot of people think I'm rich because I have a YouTube channel, but YouTube does not pay what people think. I mean, sometimes you make a video, it gets like 4, 5, 6,000 views, and it might make $4 or $10 a video. You know what I mean? We're not making huge amounts of money for a couple thousand views or a few thousand views on YouTube. So I can't afford to spend huge amounts of money on this game. But a lot of people are like, oh man, you got like 60,000 subscribers. Yeah, but the thing is, probably like 80% of those 60,000 subscribers have quit playing the game. So, you only got like so many people even watching the videos at one time. Stacks, thanks, buddy. But, I skip most of the events because I can't afford to do them. And I'm fine with that. Now, the whole thing with the timer on the Elite Tuners cars, that's what I don't like. I'm not a big fan of that, right? Personally, I don't want there to be a timer on an event. But when they throw like 15 big events up on the map, they got like 94 different lock-ins, and I can't do that. I'm fine with that. But something like an Elite Tuners event, I want to be able to do that. But Stacks, man, I appreciate the donations on the resources there, buddy. Thank you. Peen said, I would spend more money if it were reasonable. Yeah, I would too. I would buy more things on this game if it was more affordable. I mean, I don't mind spending $20 to get a car every once in a while, but I can't spend an additional several $100s to get parts for that car, right? That's the thing. All right, he ran very fast. Charlie says, "Oh, thank you for explaining. If you're talking to me, you're welcome." Ooh, look at that car. He's got the new car, guys. I still don't think I have this car on the content account yet, so I haven't been able to try it out. So I don't know if this car is any good. 3, 2, 1, go. I like the way it looks, though. It looks really nice. And holy crap, it got me. That must have a good live racing setup. Nice. Yeah. The event, so if it does have a good live racing setup, I mean, the event's probably worth it if you can get the cars. I think I've only got one of the cars needed. I really don't want to pull that McLaren P1 or whatever with my keys. That's not a great car, unfortunately. That is not a great car. What's my favorite car in the game? I have a lot of favorites, like a lot. So I love a lot of the Elite Tuners cars. I mean, there's a whole bunch of really nice Elite Tuners cars. I like a lot of the Kim Block cars. I mean, I would really have to go to my hangar and look. There's just so many of them. Like there's so many great cars. And then of course there's way more that are terrible. But I will say the GR Supra from Elite Tuners is still one of my very favorite cars that you can get. Love that thing. It's just so nice. Darker Knight says, question how much active players you have in CSR. Are you asking how many people are actually playing this game? I actually have no idea. No clue, but there's a lot. I think MaxTheGamer found something that gave that information recently. All right, we got disconnected. Oh my god. This game is going crazy. But I have no idea how many people are actually playing this game on a day. You might be able to look that up somewhere. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands of people playing this game daily. Like I found out the War Robots game I play, that's the other, I have a YouTube channel for War Robots as well. Looks like there's about 700,000 to 800,000 people playing War Robots daily. I would assume this game has just as many, if not more. I mean, a game like this, more people like cars than fighting robots, so I'd assume there's probably more people playing this. I could be wrong, though. I mean, all I could do is guess on that. Is the F1 going to be dethroned by the new Mustang Shelby 350? Yes. I do believe it is. That Shelby seems to be a much better car in my opinion. I mean, I just put a video out on that thing this morning. I'm going to tell you what. It's got some pretty decent live racing setups. It's going to earn a lot of respect points. It's going to be the second fastest car in the game. So in my opinion, it kind of destroys the McLaren F1. But yeah, that's going to be a really good car. Let's get some more gasoline. All right. We got the Duke. All right, here we go. Hey, Green Viper. Which GR Supra? The one from Elite Tuners. I mean, all the GR Supras are good. I particularly like the Elite Tuners one, especially since you can put body kits on it and stuff like that. That makes that one extra cool. But I don't think any of the GR Supras in this game are bad, except for maybe the Tier 3 one. I think the Tier 3 one's a GR Supra, but it's kind of crappy. All the Tier 5 GR Supras are nice. That Tier 3 one's really crap. Neven, have a great day, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. All right, so Paul G, yeah, they have 140 million downloads in total, but how many people log on per day? But he says he thinks they've made over $500 million since the game has been around. So $500 million is a lot. I mean, I would imagine it cost them a lot less money than that to run the game and keep the game running. You know what I'm saying? William says the Mark IV Supra is my favorite. I mean, out of all the Supras in the game, I do like the Mark IV. I mean, honestly, the Mark V, the GR Supra and the Mark IV Supra, they're pretty comparable in my opinion, but I like the looks of the Mark IV better. So right now I got my GR Supra maxed out, and I just use that for whenever I need like a maxed out car. And I got the Mark IV set up for live racing at this current time. I used to always live race the GR, but once I got the Mark IV, I just started live racing that one instead when I feel like driving a Supra. Paul G says 1.5 million active on a weekly basis. You said there's 1.5 million people that play this per week? That's a lot. Is that 1.5 million different people? Or is that just how many times people have logged on? I don't know why I slowed down. I won! Hey, that's an honest swapper right there. Thanks, wish you the worst. I'm telling you, sometimes I just don't pay attention when I'm reading the chat. M-Tech is... You're halfway to the F1. Legends events take a long time, that's for sure. Melon says this orange Fast and Furious Supra is taking over the Tuners one. You know, I think the orange Fast and Furious Supra we got for free is actually a really nice car. It's pretty darn good. Paul G says they would make a lot of money from ads. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they make a pretty good amount from advertisements. So my understanding is Google gives, about 60% of the ad revenue for like YouTubers or games. When people view ads, I think the creator or the company gets 60% of the revenue. But here's another thing though, like when you make a sale in this game, iOS and Google take 30% of the sale. So if you spend $100, Google takes $30 or iOS takes $30. So they get their cut of the profit when you sell something. But the thing is, like 1,000, let's just say 1,000 people watch an advertisement, that might be only like $1 or $2 that company makes. The advertisements don't pay as much as people think. Let's just say 50,000 people watch an advertisement per day. That's probably going to be like maybe $100 for that company. That's just a guess, but to make big bucks, you got to get a lot of advertisement views. Which is one thing I kind of question. Why do they put a limit on how many videos you can watch? Because the more videos people watch, the more money they're going to make off of the videos. So why do they limit it? That's what I want to know. Unless Google gives them a limit per day on how many they can get. That's always a possibility. Yeah, but after taxes and after Google or iOS is cut, I bet these companies probably lose about 40 to 50% of their sales after all that junk. So that's another thing. They're probably only able to keep half of what they actually sell. But yeah, ad blockers. As a YouTuber, my understanding is I lose 30 to 40% of my income due to people running ad blockers. Imagine 30 to 40% of your paycheck disappearing because people were using ad blockers. So if people weren't earning those, I would earn a pretty nice amount of extra money every month. But ad blockers are basically robbing they're robbing money from YouTube and YouTubers. That's what ad blockers do. Hope you're in good health. Charlie, thank you, buddy. I don't know. I mean, I'm not in like bad health, but I'm not in great health either. I got a lot of problems. I got like an autoimmune disease and some other stuff, and it's not much fun. It was causing me some major problems a couple of weeks ago, but the doctor put me on some prednisone for about 2 weeks, and that cleared things back up a little bit. I mean, things are about as good as they can be considering. I mean, it's still really crappy, but, could be a lot worse. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing good. But yeah, I mean, nobody really knows. I think only the game actually knows the true stats as to how many people log in a day, how many, when it comes to different crews, I'm sure there's thousands of them out there. There's probably 1,000 different crews or 20,000. Why don't ever race in higher lobbies? Well, most cars, right? Most cars don't perform well for live racing in higher lobbies. Unless your car is faster than everybody else in that lobby. Cars with low upgrade setups, those are the ones that do best for live racing, and there's a lot of benefits to running the low upgraded cars. So first off, let's just say I set up my car to run in the 12-0 lobby. I can run at 12-0 and still win a good deal of the live races. Now, if I'm having to beat my dyno time to win live races or run faster than the lobby time I set the car up for, which is what happens with higher upgraded cars, The game constantly moves you around from lobby to lobby. Next thing you know, your car's in the lobby where it can't win anymore. And it's just a big freaking headache. So, unless you have the fastest car in the game and you're up there in the Supermax, there's really no point in live racing the higher upgraded cars. It's more of a hassle than what it's worth, to where the lower upgrade cars perform really well in live. Some of them, not every car has this kind of a setup, but some of them perform great in live racing, and you don't have to worry about, getting pushed from lobby to lobby to lobby to lobby, and then eventually getting put into lobbies where there's no possible way for your car to win anymore. As long as as long as you know what you're doing and you don't beat your lobby time or dyno time. But there are a few cars, there might be a few cars here and there that you can max them out, and for some reason they lobby well, but most cars when they're maxed, if you're not beating the dyno by a whole bunch, you're probably not winning live races. But yeah, live racing is pretty crazy. Alright, you got me. One of the worst things is to have where your car is pushed into a lobby where it can no longer win. Then you got to try to reset the car to get it back in the lobby where it's supposed to be. It's a nightmare. Charlie, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. How often do I go live? Usually 2 days a week on this channel, Fridays and Sundays. On my War Robots channel, I do games. I got gameplay streams on Thursday and Saturdays. I was live streaming on another channel on Mondays, but that third gaming channel I was trying to do, I'm just like, I just don't have time for this, and I shut it down because I couldn't keep up with a third gaming channel. I was only trying to do maybe like one video a week and one live stream a week on that channel, but it was just still too much. I got a audio and tech channel, then I got the 2 gaming channels, and I mean, between that and everything else I have to do, it's well over 100 hours a week. But between live streams and videos, I probably put out about 70 to 80 videos and or live streams per month. It's crazy. It's a crazy amount of time, but it's actually a very fun thing to do. But you can only keep up with so much. All right, Peen says the blue tokens are the rarest. I don't know. I get more than enough blue and green tokens. For me, it's the pink ones that are the hardest to get. I mean, the yellow ones are the hardest to get, but you need the least of those. So normally I'm not running out of gold ones, but my problem is normally getting the pink ones. I put green and blue tokens in the cars all the time just to get rid of them because you have a limit on how many you can hold. But I never have a problem with the greens or the blues. It's always the pinks and every once in a while the yellows. But the amount of pink tokens you need is ridiculous when you look at how many you can earn. Guy 0812, what's going on, my man? How's your day going? Oh yeah, Izzy's Corvette, the Elite Tuner's Corvette is great. That's a really nice car. I do got videos on most of these cars in the game if you want to figure out how to drive them, possibly set them up for live racing, and see the review I did on them. But yeah, the Corvette, that's a great car. Great car. All right, Terry says go to your inbox, then click on social. Visit CSR2 website to get free loot. Do it every day. 7th day, you'll get free gold keys. You know, how many gold keys you get for free? I keep forgetting to go do that. Like I've got so many things to do, so many things. It's hard to keep up with everything. Charlie says his game drops out when he claims the free stuff. Well, that sucks. So you can get 1 gold key a week. I mean, it adds up, right? It doesn't sound like much, but honestly, gold keys are very hard to get. So, I mean, even if you can, if you can remember to go over there each day and collect that, 1 gold key a week is great, in my opinion. Wait, Stack says you get 3. If you get 3, oh crap, sandwiches. I pushed the wrong button, guys. I'm sorry. Now we gotta watch people shoving phones in our face. Stop that. Alright, at least it was a short ad. Oh, man. Yeah, if it's 3, that's pretty good. So that means you would get 1 free gold crate opening a month if you got all those keys. If you think about that, that's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? So Stacks has been collecting his gold keys. It's a great idea, honestly. If I could only remember to do these things. Hey. Charlie's a master of getting 3-star cars out of the gold key crates. Well, that's the normal, unfortunately. We're racing Green Viper. That's the normal. Like, I would say probably, I mean, if you look at the stats, there's probably like a 99% chance that you're going to get a 3-star car. 0.5% chance to get a 4-star car, and a 0.00000000000000001% chance for a 5-star car. Of course, that's not accurate what I just said there, but that's what it feels like. William D says, I do it before I sign into the game. Melon says, I got over 1,000 gold keys, and the problem is there's nothing to spend it on. Yeah, that's the thing. Half the time, the gold keys are junk. That's crazy you got that many saved up. That's awesome, though. I would love to have 1,000 gold keys saved up. I got a lot of the other keys, but I don't really save golds too much. Charlie says, hey, I'm level 450. Thank you very much. Oh, million. William D says it's all crap. Pretty much everything these days is a pile of poo-poo. But yeah, that's pretty good, actually. It isn't that often, though, that you find a really good car in the gold keys, but when there is one, it's nice to have the keys saved up so you can get it. Green Viper, what? The Rudotaro is me. What is a Rudotaro? Rooter 2? Green Viper, what are you saying there? I'm so confused. The Rooter 2? I don't know what you're saying there. I can't figure it out. Man, this car looks amazing on this racetrack. I don't know why, but the rainy track makes the cars look super good. All right, William D said they got a whopping 35 gold coins. You mean gold keys? Well, Darker Knight, there's always a lot of crates for gold cars. Gold keys. There's always a something in the gold key crates, right? Most of the time, it's not any good is the thing. Most of the good cars are real money cars. Or you need to open the crates to get the cars from the... you need to open the crates to get the cars to do the event. I don't know, it's a crazy deal. You gotta be rich for all that. Charlie said, I think one of my crewmates is hacking 1,000 tokens on the wild card. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen what that person's doing, but I would probably try to talk to your crew leader about that. More than likely, if they ban a hacker, it'll just be the hacker, right? Normally they won't ban an entire crew unless they think everybody in that crew is hacking. Like if they think the majority of players in the crew is hacking, sometimes they will delete an entire crew. But if it's just one person, I wouldn't worry about it too much, but I still wouldn't want somebody, running a hacked account in my crew. Guy, have a great day, buddy. I mean, there's always a small chance they could be like, hey, this crew has hackers in it and delete the entire crew, but more than likely they'll just catch the one person and delete them. But you got to be really careful there. Like every so often they go through and they wipe out like a large amount of crews that were hacking. I think they should do it more often, but I don't know if it's like once a month or every couple of months they go through and wipe them out, but Darza, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I was actually using that car on Friday's live stream. And it time travels on every race now, which is awesome. I think that's awesome. Green Viper says Roberto. Oh, do you have 2 accounts, Green Viper? Is that what it is? But I'm glad they fixed that and made it do that because, I mean, that's a very cool, unique feature. That's one of the coolest things about that car. So it's really awesome that they fixed that so it does time travel. Yeah, after it crosses the finish line, it teleports and leaves fiery tire tracks. It's pretty neat, actually. Oh, William D says it could be from Pit Stop Heroes because it gives away an enormous amount of tokens. I never really thought about that. I mean, you'd have to be spending a lot of money on gold to do Pit Stop Heroes, though. Oh no! Everybody's leaving my lobby. Alright. Ooh, this car, this is going to be a hard race to win. Alright. Hold on a second. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to have to try and go all out on this one to see if I can beat him. Oh, wait, did he slow down? I think he let me win. William D says, hacking can get your account wiped. That is for sure. Peen says, release on 1 second, then boom, second nitrous. Hit every gear before red line. Peens, what are you talking about? the Back to the Future car? I am getting hungry. 30 more minutes till I can get something to eat. I hate being hungry all the time. Alright, where is everybody at? This lobby died. Let me go ahead and leave this lobby, I think. This lobby's dead. William D says, Danny's team has a spot open. Yeah, we could use one player. We could currently use a guy. If anybody's interested in possibly joining my crew that can make over 700,000 respect points every season, if you're interested in possibly joining, click this link if you have the Line app, and it'll take you to our recruitment room where you can talk to our recruitment guy about joining. Now, if you get in there, it doesn't guarantee you're going to get, into the crew, but it's just to talk to somebody about joining. Donna's Turd Taco Shack. I wouldn't eat there. I would not eat at Donna's anything. No, I would not. No, thank you. Whatever Donna's cooking, I'm not eating it. It's probably, you probably give her your money for a meal, and she gives you like 10% of a taco. There you go. You gotta buy like 15 tacos just to finally get a whole one, right? Darn you, Donna. Alright, this is another dead lobby. The lobbies have died. Oh, man. Where is everybody? Alright, here we go. Now, that little GTR is a pretty good live racer right there. That little Skyline GTR from Elite Tuners. That's a nice little car. It's not one of the better cars in the game, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. An empty shell. Yeah, that's probably more like it, William D. Charlie would like 2 turd tacos. Oh, man. That's a lot of turd tacos. Right there. Charlie says, what's for dinner? I don't know, but I'm gonna, after the stream's over, I'm gonna have some ground beef and eggs with some salt on it. Maybe a piece of cheese, I don't know. Charlie, yeah, the ACS Camaro is a terrible car. It's probably one of the worst cars in the game, actually. It's pure dog poo, unfortunately. It is no good. Dog poops. Basically, I wouldn't trust Donna. I wouldn't buy anything from Donna. I don't even like giving Donna my keys because she's going to screw you over most of the time. That's what Donna does. She does you wrong over and over and over and over and over again. So yeah, I wouldn't trust her for anything, at any time, for any reason. Charlie says, I thought the LB Maserati was bad. Melon says, I got bumped. I might have. I haven't been doing very good at paying attention to how fast my car was running today. Three, 2, 1, go. The LB SRT Hellcat is just as bad. That was a really disappointing car. I'm going to tell you what, you would think something like that would be nice, but it looks nice. Unfortunately, it's got nothing but the looks going on. There's a lot of really bad cars out there. There's a lot of really bad cars. Like really, 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 really bad. Which is a bummer, but kind of is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, some of these bad cars look amazing. You would think you would get this thing and be like, wow, this is so cool. And then you're like, wait a second. Why is it terrible? It looks so nice. I mean, there's so many great looking cars that are horrible in this game. I don't know why they do that. Should be like the more exotic or cool looking the car is, the better it is. It's kind of wacky how they got things set up, honestly. How does one tune the Cento Daihatsu for live racing? All right, so Howard, I think they did something to that car. Like at one point, I would set it up on, I can't remember if it was all stage 3 parts or all stage 4 parts. And it was doing really good, but eventually that car, they changed something on it. And I haven't been able to figure out how to get that to work well for live racing ever since. Does anybody know of a good tune for that car for live racing? But I've tried to set mine up several different ways to make it good live again, and I haven't found anything that worked. Which is a bummer, because that thing was just a super amazing live racer for quite a while. Like, it was doing great for a long time. When do body kits give extra horsepower? I don't think they ever have, actually. Ah, Charlie upgraded the Gobstopper. Nice. That's a cool car. The Gobstopper is super cool. It's got a pretty decent live setup. It's pretty fast. I mean, it's a nice car. I like it. I would love to have one of those in real life. I don't know. I really like WRXs in real life. Oh, ooh, I got him. I got him. What lets you move through the air better? Oh, the body kits? Yeah, I mean, honestly, if a body kit is aerodynamic enough, you might actually gain a little more horsepower at the wheels, in a way. I mean, the engine wouldn't have any more horsepower. I mean, the car might be slightly faster. I don't know if you would really gain horsepower, but the car might be slightly faster with a really aerodynamic body kit. But I guess you wouldn't gain actual horsepower anywhere. Yeah, I don't remember if I ever made a video for the Cento Daihatsu. I do have a live racing setup for the Gobstopper, though. I definitely have a video for that one. But yeah, I mean, body kits aren't going to add horsepower, but they may add faster runtime. But you know, in this game, they don't really do anything for you. Other than look nice. They look great, but that's about it. Do I want a tune for what? Rivera is asking, do you want the tune? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Are you talking about the Cento Daihatsu? I mean, for the most part, I think you really need to know which parts to install on it to make it good for live. I think it's more about parts than the tune. I mean, it's a little bit about both, but finding the right parts is harder than finding the right tune, at least for me. I don't think I asked for a tune for the car that I'm currently driving. Somebody was wanting to know how to set up the Bugatti Cento Daihatsu for live racing. So I asked if anybody, unless I misspoke, they were wanting to know how to set up the Cento Daihatsu for live. So I may have misspoke, or maybe you misunderstood, one or the other. I probably say the wrong thing all the darn time, so it might have been me. I think I misspeak somewhat often, but I suck at speaking. I am bad at everything. I suck at everything. If you name it, I suck at it. Put it that way. I'm not good at walking. I'm not good at talking. I'm not good at basketball. I'm not good at archery. I'm not good at painting. All right. I'm just making stuff up at this point. Am I good at vacuuming? I don't know. Probably. I did that. I had a building maintenance job for a long time, and I used to have to vacuum and clean carpets, especially in the winter. So, yeah, I'm probably pretty good at vacuuming. Charlie says, Honda truck is awesome. Yeah, the Honda truck is really nice. You know, one of my favorite jobs I ever had is I took care of floors. I would scrub and buff floors at like a Toys R Us. I think I had a Toys R Us, a Joann Fabrics. I don't know why, but that was kind of a cool job. I did that at a Walmart for a while. Had a couple different stores I would go to. I don't know why, but that was an enjoyable job. I really enjoyed running the floor buffer and making the floor really shiny. For some reason, it was enjoyable to run over that crappy looking floor every day with the buffer and be like, man, this thing looks nice now. That was a cool job. I'm good at beard style. Not really, man. Every couple of days, I just take my beard trimmer and trim it. That's pretty easy. That's all I do. It's very low maintenance. I probably should trim it more often, but looks good on me. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoy having a beard. Terry says, men like shiny things, especially chrome. I love chrome. I remember one of my ex-girlfriends, I went to her house and they had like they had this really big faucet on the sink and it was chrome, and I went in there and I started shining it up. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I like shiny chrome. It's kind of funny. Yeah, chrome is amazing. I love chrome. But they got a good laugh out of that. I'm like, man, I love chrome. Like the whole family laughed. All right, we're in another dead lobby. This lobby's dead. Has anybody seen the Hoonigan Caprice Donk? You like that car, Charlie? That car is kind of crazy. I wonder how a car would really run down the racetrack with rims that big. So my understanding has always been that big rims have higher top speed, but slower acceleration. So I don't think big rims would be good for a drag racing track. Terry says, no spots on my faucet. Nice. I wish they would make cars out of chrome. I would drive a chrome car. I actually saw the very first Bugatti Chiron I ever saw on television was chrome. And I was like, man, that is the coolest thing I have ever seen in my life. I'm guessing that was probably somebody's like special edition custom Bugatti, but it was cool. All right, we got about 10 more minutes left on the live stream, everybody. After that, I get to go get something to eat because I am hungry. I'm getting hangry over here. I'm getting hangry. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm getting very hangry. Hangry, 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 hangry. All right, so Merva likes matte as well. Yeah, flat black. I like flat black. I'm a big fan of flat black. I don't know. I almost like that better in chrome in some ways. I do remember the day one of my friends, I don't know if he was really a friend, but one of my acquaintances or one of my friends' friends or somebody, I can't remember exactly who it was. But I just remember I was at my buddy's house and this kid came over and his car was all kinds of messed up. And we're like, what happened? And he's like, oh yeah, man, I tried to wax my flat black car. I'm like, oh, it was just a crappy car, but he spray painted it flat black and they tried to wax it. That did not work out for him. But yeah, if you wax flat black, yeah, that doesn't work. If it doesn't have a gloss finish, you can't really wax it. But his car looked awful, and I think the wax, I don't know if it was hot that day or what, but I think it burnt on there and he couldn't get it off. Oh, it looked awful. It looked awful. William D says Eric Foreman was his name. Eric Foreman. I don't know who that is, William D. Terry says, my dad gave me a Boss Mustang Hot Wheel that was all chrome when I was a kid. It's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen a chrome Hot Wheel. I used to have a bunch of Hot Wheels and Micro Machines when I was a kid. You know what was really cool was the crash test dummy car. It was probably, I don't know, it was a car about that big. And there were actually crash test dummies that you would put inside of them. And you would wreck the car into like a wall or something. And the crash test dummies would fly out of the car and they had little buttons on them and like they would bust into little pieces and stuff. That was crazy. That was a crazy toy. Does anybody remember that? Oh, that 70s show? I've seen that a few times. Did he actually wax a flat black car on that show? I don't remember whose turn it is to win. I'll slow down. Hey, Max the Gamer, what's up, my man? I'm hearing weird sounds outside. Max, sometimes when you're free, you'll have to join me for another stream again one of these days. It's been a while. Let me know sometime if you ever want to come on a stream. I think people would enjoy that. How's your day going? If you guys aren't familiar with MaxTheGamer, he's another YouTuber that you might want to check out. Yeah, I might want to check him out for sure. All right, I'm going to go back out to the lobby after this one, let somebody else have a chance. Because we got 9 more minutes. William D says, anything to impress Donna. I'm not trying to impress Donna. I'm trying to get rid of Donna. We need to get rid of Donna. We need somebody better. I don't know how the heck. I don't know why the heck we can't just fire Donna. Like, I would love to fire her and get her out of my life. Donna, you need to go. Wish you the worst. Thanks for the swaps, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, we got to get rid of her somehow. We got to do something. We got to do something. Donna's got to go. There's not really a lot of other people in here. I am seeing a lot of these Fast and Furious cars in here. They're pretty nice. All right, we got some sort of a Dodge. The SRT the Demon, whatever it is, HP. Dyslexic people don't like letters and numbers mixed together like that. HDIEP 2000 or something. All right. Howard's been grinding for sure. Yeah, this game does require lots of grinding. Like, if you don't grind a lot, like when you're a new player especially, you want to get on here and grind as much as you can. Like, as a new player, I'm going to tell you what, you're always off to a very slow start. I think the first couple of months I played this game, I felt like I wasn't really getting anywhere. I think after like 4 to 5 months of playing, I finally felt like I was making some sort of progress. And I mean, I remember grinding a lot when I first started. I can't really remember how much I was grinding the first couple of months, but after a few months, I remember I was trying to beat Tempest, and I was grinding my butt off to get some of these cars. And I mean, I was sitting there for at least an hour a day just running regulation races to farm resources. I would probably spend an hour or two every day live racing. I mean, I was putting in a lot of time on this game when I first got started. Now, if I play that much, I start getting sick of it. So, too much of a good thing can definitely be a bad thing. Stacks, thank you, buddy. He's in the 2025 Vanquish. But I think you can grind too much as well. I think grinding too much can make you sick of things, but honestly, when something's new, you can probably put a lot more time into it easier. Darker Nights is the first thing you learn when you start CSR2 is losing. Green Viper says we need a redhead in the game. Do we have any redheads? I don't think so. I don't got a good memory, so I don't remember all the characters, but I think isn't there a lady with dyed red hair? If I remember correctly. Or like a red streak or something. Most of the time when those little pop-up windows pop up, I just click through it as quickly as possible and try and get it off my screen because I don't want to read it. Howard says, I don't know how to make 500,000 RP. It's actually pretty easy to make 500,000. I mean, so here's the deal. I'll give you a quick rundown on making 1,000,000 respect points in this season. Now, if you're kind of a newer player, I highly suggest saving up keys for a while because you want to be able to get the Prestige Cup car every season, right? If you can get the Prestige Cup car every season, just doing that in the daily races should be around 800,000 respect points. And then if you put some live racing and showdowns and stuff like that on top of it, next thing you know, but bam, you're making like 1.2, 1.5 million. Ah, Ruby Rose, yeah. Ruby Rose. Ruby. Ruby Rose has some cool cars in this game, actually. I wish they would allow us to get some of those non-playable cars, because there's a whole bunch of them in the game. But just doing the daily stuff, I mean, you should be able to get 800,000 if you can get the Prestige Cup car every season. If not, then what's the Prestige Cup give you? About 400,000, I think. But even if you can't do that, just some live racing, some showdown, and doing all your daily stuff should put you over 500,000. Green Viper says, I grind 16 hours a day. Holy crap. How do you not hate the game? Oh, man. Like, if I were to grind 16 hours a day, oh, man, I would lose my mind. William D., what are you talking about, man? Who forgot about what now? Are you saying I forgot what I was talking about? Or somebody else? It's very possible I lost my train of thought. What did I forget? I don't remember what I forgot. What I've forgotten. My memory is poor. Yes. It's giant, terrible poor. Oh man. I probably have dementia, right? All right, what I said 5 minutes ago, I don't know what I said 5 minutes ago. I think I asked Max to join me on a live stream about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, don't bully me, William D. Don't bully me, man. Why you gotta be so mean? Why you gotta be so mean, William D? He's being a big mean meanie. My feelings are hurt. Oh man. Oh man. Everybody's mean to me. Do you guys remember that song when I don't know if everybody did this, but when I was in school, there was a song. It was like, nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I guess I'll go eat worms. Big, fat, juicy ones. Something, something, skinny ones. Do you guys remember that song? I mean, that's a pretty weird song to have kids singing. Then there was some other song called like Fuba Wooba John or something. They had to sing that in music class when I was like really little. Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I guess I'll go eat worms. I mean, all right. You'd think they would pick a more like upbeat, happier song to have kids sing, but I mean, I guess kids think that's funny and amusing. I don't know. All right, guys and girls, I think that's going to be about it for our live stream time today. Stacks, I want to say thank you so much. I definitely appreciate the swaps and all that good stuff. The resources, the swaps. So thank you for coming out to my live stream, everybody. I definitely appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos. Thank you for hanging out with me on the live streams. Apparently, I forgot something while I was in the middle of saying it. I guess that's what happened. I don't know what I was saying or what it was I forgot, but I apologize. Again, if anybody is interested in possibly joining my crew that can make over 700,000 respect points per season, click that link. Make sure you download the Line app. You can join our little chat room. And then, you know, William D will come in there and talk to you guys about possibly joining. I think we have one spot open. So there is a link to our crew recruitment chat room on the Line app. It just guarantees you can talk to somebody. Doesn't necessarily guarantee you'll get in, but if anybody's interested, check that link. We could definitely use somebody who makes over 700,000, preferably over 1 million, but you know, if you can make over 700,000, that's good. All right, everybody, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the moderators. You guys and girls are super awesome. We'll be back next week for a couple of more live streams, and hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we will catch you next time. Lightning out. Have a great day. You guys and gals are awesome. Thanks, and see you later. All right, time to get some grub. My stomach's a grumbling. My stomach's a grumbling. Ah!